How to perform a termite inspection. Hello and welcome. My name is Joel. Today you are going to learn how to conduct a thorough termite inspection. After this module, you should be able to perform an inspection and communicate your findings to the homeowner. So let's get started. Should be exciting. Why do termites exist? Termites exist to break down cellulose material, such as trees and wood. They help recycle this cellulose debris back into the environment. Why termites attack your home? Most homes' framework is made of wood. Yellow pine is commonly used in construction. Termites love yellow pine. It is a softer wood. Termites can't tell the difference between our homes and the trees in the forest. Our homes provide water and other conducive conditions for termites. Subterranean termites need lots of water. Our homes provide the water they need via leaky draining, plumbing, bad construction practices, and improper drainage. We make our homes really attractive to termites even by our own projects. Using excessive mulch and bedding at the foundation, using landscape timbers next to the house, rotting wooden decks and wooden fences touching our homes increase the chance of termite activity. So how do termites find your home? Termites are constantly foraging for new food sources. They use pheromones to communicate and guide one another to sources of food. Termites will follow lines, such as the ones we see in plumbing, foundations, footers, cracks, and crevices. These are all lines. Termites will walk along these lines instinctively until they locate a food source, sometimes your home. Much like a crime detective investigates, a termite inspector searches for signs of termite activity. This is not an easy task to accomplish. However, we do have the tools and knowledge to locate and stop termites from destroying homes. So what tools and personal protective equipment will you need for your inspection? Be sure to have your flashlight, your crawl suit, gloves, a respirator, eye protection, knee pads, a hard hat to protect your head, a probing tool, such as a screwdriver, graph paper for notation, your service ticket, and a moisture meter. Confirm the inspection before it arrives. Check your schedule and any notes. Call before your arrival 30 minutes to an hour ahead of time. Make sure that all of your equipment is working. Your flashlight is your most important tool. Be certain not to forget anything. Now you have arrived at the house. Be sure to greet the homeowner. You would be surprised how many technicians begin working and do not bother to let the homeowner know that they have arrived. Knock or ring the doorbell. Be pleasant and courteous. Listen for concerns. Use your name and theirs. Let the homeowner know exactly why you were there. Let them know what you are going to do and what they are to expect. What are you looking for on your inspection? Look for mud or shelter tubes climbing the foundation, usually the diameter of a pen or a pencil, often constructed on the surface of wood. It can be built over concrete foundations and exposed surfaces. Sometimes you will see them in cracks, joints, and obstructions. Check the sill plates where they join foundation walls. Check where floor joists and supports meet the subflooring. Look behind baseboards, Look for damaged wood. Look for winged swarmers emerging in, under, or at the foundation of the home. Inspect the exterior of the home first. Walk the perimeters home carefully, making sure to get a good look at the foundation. Look closely at doors and windows. Check for any wood touching the home, such as wooden decks and wooden fences. Search for leaks. Check the plumbing and the gas lines. Look at the utilities running into the house. Look for wood and debris laying around at the foundation, and see if any planter boxes are connected to the home. Continue to inspect the exterior. You're looking for cracks in the foundation, mud tubes climbing the foundation or on the siding, construction form boards next to the foundation. Look at any earth-filled porches closely. Check for excessive mulch and bedding. Are the roof and gutters in bad shape? Is there brick or stone veneer termites can travel behind? Look for stucco going into the soil and siding into the ground. Inspect inside the garage. The garage should be made visually accessible before your arrival. Typically, though, it will be filled with clutter. Do not move anything inside the garage. Leave that to the homeowner. Note on your paperwork any areas that are visually inaccessible. Again, do not move anything. You will now inspect the garage. It should be visually accessible before you arrive, free of clutter. However, many times the garage will not be free of clutter. So note on paperwork any areas that are visually inaccessible. Do not move anything. Leave that to the homeowner. As you inspect the garage, look for mud tunnels coming from the expansion joints. Check for wood and cellulose such as cardboard, books, and paper, and pictures. See if there is any finish over the expansion joints. If there is, recommend the homeowner remove it. Are there any cracks in the foundation? Look for exit holes in any sheetrock, mud, and discoloration in the sheetrock. Now it's time to move to the interior of the home. As you go in, be sure to wear shoe covers. Do not remove your boots. These are a necessary part of your personal protective equipment. Starting at the front door facing outwards, work your way to the right around the first room. Keep moving to the rooms to your right, working your way around the entire home. Check all the walls and baseboards, touch and tap. Check out the ground floor levels, including the basements. Be sure to check doors and under window frames. As you continue to inspect the interior, check all the plumbing for leaks and mud. Look for exit holes coming out of sheetrock, discoloration and strange texture in sheetrock. Check outside areas corresponding to any issues you found outside. Look for leaks and moisture damage inside, and notate any areas visually inaccessible and areas you are not allowed access to. You will begin your crawl space inspection. Be sure to have all your equipment with you. Have a respirator on. Wear gloves to protect your hands and a hard hat to protect your head. Your flashlight is your most important tool. Use a probing tool, such as a long screwdriver, and if possible, have a camera with you to help you document what you find. In the crawl space, look for debris in the crawl space and stored items in the crawl space. Is there wood and cardboard present? Check areas corresponding to ivy and bushes outside. These hold moisture inside the home. Look at the plumbing closely and the surrounding wood. Is the wood dark? Look under the moisture barrier. Is the soil moist? Are the porches dirt-filled? Look closely and check the sill plating. Probe and poke. Probe around porches, around plumbing, around any moist areas. Probe around corners. In the crawl space, check all the piers. Check all the foundation. Look under the moisture barrier. What type of material is the moisture barrier made from? Is it made of plastic for such use? Sealed crawl spaces, is it sealed? These are conducive to termite activity and many times cannot be covered under any type of termite warranty. Is there wood touching the soil and the structure? When you find termites, you must draw a graph of the home showing exactly where the activity is. This graph is required and state regulators will check your paperwork to make sure it's there. Without the graph, it is difficult to calculate how much material will be needed to treat the termite infestation. Be sure to fill out all information on the graph. The graph allows you to document any information in great detail. Use a measuring wheel to measure the home and its dimensions. Highlight on the graph where any issues or signs of termite activity are located. Use the icons on the graph to notate any issues. Now it's time for you to communicate with the homeowner. Let the homeowner know what you found, how the inspection was, and leave any paperwork. Have the customer sign the paperwork that you fill out. Be sure you write clearly and legibly. Many times, however, the customer will not be available after your inspection. Leave the paperwork with a door hanger on the door. If there are termites or other issues, call the homeowner, leave a message if you are unable to speak with them. Call your office or your supervisor if there are termites. Sales or the office staff can then coordinate with the homeowner for a treatment date and time. So now you have completed your termite inspection. But there is one more thing that you need to do before you pull off. You need to take a minute to call your next appointment to let them know that you are on the way. Hopefully they are a few minutes drive away to give them time. However, if your next appointment is fairly close, pause sometime during your inspection to give them a call so that they may have time to prepare for your arrival.